Tim is back from his long journey all the way to Louisiana to pick up the patio door, and we are so excited to welcome him back. Me and the boys have been homeschooled, just waiting and waiting for him to get back, and he's finally arrived, and we cannot wait to see this patio door. And I'm sure it looks great, but Tim is driving very, very carefully to make sure that he doesn't break it. So what you got in there? Cattle? Sheep?
Patio door.
Goats? Man, what you hauling?
Patio door. You got 100 head of cattle in there? Nah, just bought my wife a patio door from Louisiana. It's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God. All right, y'all. It's about to officially, it's getting close at least, to officially being beast mode on I.A.G Farms and the Resurrection Ranch and with all of our businesses. Like I said, we're a full go. As y'all can see, I got 100 panels of boards. I got 50 sheets of OSB, and I have 50 sheets of LP smart siding that are gonna go on our mobile home. We're about to rip this place apart. For real. We're about to tear it down so that we can build it back up. And I was just going through all of my numbers and all of my blueprints, all of my diagrams, all of my plans, because as you know, the Bible talks about when you build a tower, you must first count the cost. And we kind of gave y'all a rough estimate of how much the siding job of our mobile home, like a quote that we got, which I don't think was proper, was right. They didn't even really come out and measure stuff. So the quote was like for $16,000 or $20,000 if we would have contracted this job out. But I think it was gonna be more like 25 or 30,000 to side the whole mobile home. And because after doing my assessment, I realized that you're gonna have to take the windows out, take the doors out, because the siding that's on there is tucked under the windows and the doors. It's not like a jam, like a regular house window. The doors and all of the windows, the back door and everything is all drilled into the siding, like on top of it. And so I realized that you're gonna have to take all of that off. And I don't think that company realized they would have to do all that work. And plus all the skirting has to come off, all of the gutters have to come off, all of the mini splits have to be unhooked. And yeah, this is gonna be a big job. But I was actually just going through all my notes and everything and making my final calls, making sure my windows were on time, because y'all saw we picked out our windows. They should be here not tomorrow, but the next day, and I'm gonna go pick those up. And I was going through everything, going through all of them, make sure I had all my stuff right, make sure, calling around, make sure everything was still on schedule, because I'm planning to get started ripping this thing apart next week on Monday. And then I realized I forgot something, and it's right here, right behind me, because y'all know that we're gonna build a deck. Let me walk out a little bit. Y'all know that after we get done with the siding, we're gonna build a deck on this mobile home, and it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be amazing. Full length deck coming out about 14, 15 feet, 6x6s, and we're thinking about staining it like a I want to do like a burnt gray look. You know what I'm saying? Like a because we have the gray that we painted, the barnyard gray that we painted our barn with. And after we get done with the siding, we're gonna paint the home, the LP smart siding, that same exact barnyard gray that or barnwood gray that we painted our barn with. And so we're gonna have that gray with the white trim. And then I'm thinking about going around the windows with like wood shutters. And like I say, then the porch is gonna be all wood, and we're gonna stain the porch with some type of stain. And I'm thinking about doing some type of like a gray stain, not like a brown stain like normal, but doing some type of gray stain to kind of play off, like a burnt gray stain, you know, to kind of play off of the color of the house. But I was thinking about that, and like I say, y'all know that we're gonna build that porch. And I remembered, and it hit me, and I was like, oh, it's not supposed to be a window right there. It's actually supposed to be a sliding patio door, because we're gonna have it to where we can come out, because that's the master bedroom right there, and we're gonna have it to where we can come straight out of the master bedroom in the morning, straight onto the porch, without having to walk all the way down and go through the front door. And so a sliding patio door is supposed to go there. So I started calling around. I called the window people that we ordered the windows through, and I said, hey, like I was supposed to order a sliding patio door. Do y'all have any? So they didn't have any. And I called around. I was all the way in North Carolina calling. Y'all know we live in Mississippi, and I'm calling all the way to North Carolina trying to see if they can ship me a sliding patio door. But I didn't find them anywhere. But the Lord just led me to this place in Sumner, Louisiana. No. Hammond, Louisiana. The Lord led me to this place in Hammond, Louisiana, and I called them, and they actually have the patio doors in stock. They have patio doors and French doors. And so we were choosing between the patio doors and the French doors, and we decided to go with the patio door, and they actually have one in stock. So we're going to pick up, we got to drive to Louisiana from Mississippi to Louisiana. It's gonna be like a 2.5 hour drive, something like that. And I'm gonna go and get that storm door, not storm door, but patio door, so that once I start with the siding, I can have everything I need. Because once I start ripping stuff off, I need to be in position to where I can start putting stuff back on. And so I'm really just like planning, trying to cross every T, dot every I, trying to turn over every stone to make sure as much as possible I can have everything I need before I start ripping stuff off. Because once I start ripping stuff off, like I said, I really want to be in position to where I can put it up as I'm ripping it off. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna sheathe this whole thing. And you might be saying, why am I gonna sheathe it if I'm putting up LP smart siding, which has like a wood OSB base to it? Well, pretty much it's because it gives me more structure. And also I can put house wrap on the house. And so because the way they have it now, they just have the tin, and then the tin has gaps to where it can let the moisture through, you know, if it sweats or it's humid or something like that. And so we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna put up OSB, and then once we put the OSB up, we're gonna put the windows, screw the windows, the doors and everything else back into the OSB, and then house wrap the whole thing, or house wrap it first and then put the windows and the doors on, you know, make it watertight, and then go on with the LP smart siding. And so like I said, it's gonna be just a solid structure, and I'll be able to get it back dried in faster, like I said, because with the LP smart siding, I could house wrap it, just house wrap the studs, but I think it'd be better if I just go on with OSB, go on sheathe it while I'm there. Like I said, make it strong, sturdy, you know what I'm saying, and well built, you know, how a house should be built. Like I say, because they built it like a mobile home. They just put up tin. It's just studs and tin. And so I'm gonna take down the tin, put up OSB, and then LP smart siding, house wrap it and everything. But let me walk y'all in and show y'all, because I'm finna get ready to, because I have my other trailer loaded down with all of my material, and I need that trailer to go get the patio door, because it's too wide to just go in the back of the truck, in the back of Old Faithful. And so they told me to bring a trailer, but I told them, I said, I got 100 sheets of boards on my hauling trailer, and I'm not trying to unload it, because I really want that trailer to stay loaded so I can just pull it around wherever I'm working on the house at. I can pull it to that spot and just get the boards straight off the trailer and put them up, like I said. And that'll also get me just a little bit higher off the ground, and it'll be kind of like having another man, so I won't have to, you know, be like completely on the ground and lifting the boards up. So I'm not trying to unload that trailer, but I told them I have a cattle hauler, and they told me the size of the width of the door, and the width of the door is 72 inches. And the width of the cattle hauler is 73 inches. So I have like a small smidget of space, but we're gonna try to take the cattle hauler and pick up that patio door. We're gonna go there tomorrow, but let me take y'all in and show y'all this spot from the inside where we're gonna put that door at, because you can get a better look of it from the inside. What's up? What's going on?
Nothing much. It is my favorite time of the day. Homeschool nap time.
Gotta say it again. We probably can't hear you. Let's see. I'm a little fuzzy. Let me see if I can fix that. All right, look like I got that fixed. Now say it again, what you were saying.
It is my favorite time of the day. Homeschool nap time.
Oh yeah, I think it was pretty quiet in here.
Everybody.
Quiet. It's like the air conditioning pumping. It feels good in here.
Benjamin is taking a nap. That's the #1 most important napper of the day.
Right.
And then the rest of the boys are at least quiet. They might not actually be sleeping, but they are quiet in their rooms and in their beds.
There you go. You can't beat that. Well, come on in here and show us this spot because I was telling them about it. I almost forgot the patio door. And
yes. So we were like gung ho, all beast mode, and Tim was going to get materials, and it's so amazing to see how the Lord works because he went and did all that yesterday, but he was like, I'm just gonna slow down and, you know, not get going because he could have been pulling outside and, you know, just because he was, you know, ready to go. But he said something that I think was profound. That beast mode doesn't mean, you know, anxious mode, or doesn't mean get it done fast mode. But sometimes beast mode means that I'm patiently waiting for the moment to attack.
that's right.
Right? And you attack at the right time and the right place.
Yep.
So here we are at where our patio door will be. So think about it's going to be at the same height as the existing window we have now, but of course down to the floor, and then about a foot or so on each side of this window. So right about here where you see that little strip, and then to about right here.
Yep, so the top is already exactly where the patio door is gonna stop at. So once I pull that window out, all I have to do is just go over a foot on that side, over a foot on that side, and then down to the floor. And then if there's any wires going through, I have to, you know, work with those while I'm in there. But it should be a pretty simple install. Like I said, I wanna get it installed while I have the siding off on the outside because that'll just make it more simple. And we actually ordered a window to go here, and I called them and they're gonna refund me when I go and pick up the rest of the windows. And like I say, because if we did have that window and I forgot that patio door, I probably would just install the window and been like, I'll do the patio door later, just, but never would have got to it. Yep, so it's a blessing that we remembered, like I say, and we have it ordered, and I'm gonna go tomorrow to pick it up. But y'all can kind of see that setup. Like I say, the bed, which is here, we're thinking about moving the bed there. It'll be centered with that mini split there. It'll be kind of weird coming into the door right there. Like I said, you have to walk around the bed to get to the bathroom, but that'll be fine because that's gonna open up all of this space right here. We'll probably take this chair here, which is my editing chair, and tuck it back in the corner over there. And then there'll just be this big open, like, what do you call it? Natural light section right there. That'll just be big and wide and open because the bed probably should stop, I would think, like somewhere in there. Walk it off and see. So I go to the wall, walk it from the wall, and then walk it the other way. About 10.
Yeah, well, 9.
9, okay. So yeah, go to that wall and walk back this way and see where it's gonna stop it. I guess you say you can't. Just walk to the bed and then come here and then walk. Yeah. At 5, 6. Yeah, see, we're gonna have plenty of space. It's like it'll stop right in there, and so that's like lots of room. It's gonna open up this whole section, and like I said, we can tuck that chair over in that corner, have a big patio door there. We'll be able to walk right out onto the patio in the morning once we get our deck built, which is gonna be the next thing we do after we get done with the siding, which I'm expecting for the siding to take. I'm trying to get it done because we got a Disneyland trip coming up, and I'm trying to be done with that before we go to Disneyland. I know that might be lofty expectations, lofty goals, but yeah, because it's like what you can't say. Edit that out. We got plenty of time. Don't say how much time, because folks will be they're waiting at Disneyland for us.
Even though these videos aren't in real time, and who knows when this video is being released, but I understand what you're saying. So even if they tried to calculate,
they'll go video by video and like put pieces together.
I know, but that would still be off. Yes, you're right.
So we're trying to get this done before our Disneyland trip. Like I say, at least most of it, you know. So we got a nice little bit of time before we need to have it done. So I'm gonna try to work it down. Like I said, I'm getting all of the material that I need. And like I say, this is a very, very, very important part because everything that we need to do, we need to put in this patio door. We need to replace the back door. Like anything as far as like windows, doors, anything needs to be done while we're doing this project.
And over here, we'll be able to get rid of this changing table.
Oh yeah.
you know, because I got some for Benjamin.
Oh, we got a potty.
We got a potty coming.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be beginning that process of potty training, and we won't even have to have this in our bedroom anymore.
That's right. And even if you did need to have it, it'll be plenty of room over here somewhere for it. Like I said, because you're going to have a big open wall over here. You're going to have a piece over there in the corner, a piece right here, because you could just put it right there, because it'll probably be still enough room on the side of the patio door right there. But hey, we'll see. It gotta go. It's potty training time.
Potty training time.
Yeah. Right. But anyway, I just wanted to bring y'all in and show y'all from the inside, because this is like what we like. You see how finished and how beautiful this looks? Like, this is what we want the outside to look like. Like, the outside just still looks like, you know, whatever 15, 20-year-old mobile home. But the inside, like, we have like completely, you know, redone the inside, and so it's beautiful. And we want the outside to look the same as well. But let me just walk y'all back out and show y'all the outside where we're gonna put this patio door at. But y'all can see how beautiful it is in the inside. And we have a few little things here and there on the inside. I'm gonna turn y'all around and let y'all see this beautiful kitchen. You loving this kitchen so far, Megan?
Oh, I love the kitchen. I think it's great. I do. I really do. I love it. Love it.
And so it was your idea to replace the siding as well. So
I think that was a great idea, and you're excited about it too. And you know, like you were saying, there's a few little things, like there's some trim that we need to do around our closet, and we were gonna, you know, talk about redoing the closet and some different things. So I think that finishing up or redoing the outside will also help us to finish up those few little things on the inside as well too.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't really understand, because we took a break. Like, we weren't fully done with the renovations here, and we decided to like shift and help grandma get established down on her property, and like hit pause, because we were like right there, probably 70% done. And like, we've done little things, you know, over the months, but now we're about to lock back in and get it complete. And like I say, so that we can start on the porch build. Like I say, we want everything, a good foundation to be there before we start on this amazing epic porch build. So after this, like I say, we'll be ready. And then that'll be my thing then, the porch. I'm gonna get your house all nice, inside, outside, paint it the color you want to paint it, and then just leave me alone for about a good year. Because I'm gonna take my time on that porch, just like I did on that barn. Exactly.
And the finished product looks great. So have at it.
Just leave a man alone while he's building his porch.
Might get a little grumpy.
I'm gonna definitely be grumpy. I'm getting grumpy just thinking about it.
I know.
All right, I'm gonna let you get back to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out here and get the cattle hauler cleaned off, hooked up, and all that type of stuff. So it'll probably be about an hour or something before you see me again.
Okay.
All right, see you. All right, y'all. So y'all saw what it looks like from the inside. It's just stunning. I would call it beautiful. And Megan, she loves it, and I want her to enjoy, you know, the house, because this is, you know, as part of her, this is a part of her profession. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people call it stay-at-home mom, but I don't even like those titles. You know what I'm saying? I don't like those titles and stigmas and all those type of things. It's like, she's working from home, she's homeschooling, she's helping me run businesses, she started businesses. Like, I ain't gonna tell you too much, but the salary that Megan had as a teacher at the college is like, she makes more now for real doing the businesses that she helps out with and runs than she was back then. So it's a blessing all the way around. Like I said, the Lord really is showing himself strong on our behalf, because we display so much faithfulness towards him. He says, you were faithful over a few, so I'm gonna make you ruler over many. And a lot of folks don't understand it, but they just look at just the money, or they just look at just the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're focused on. It's like, we've never been focused on the money or focused on the stuff, but it's like, because we were focused on the Lord, he gave us the money and the stuff. Have you ever heard of a story about a man named Solomon? You know what I'm saying? It's like the Lord gave Solomon the opportunity to pray for riches. So he said, whatever you want, I'll give you, because I'm well pleased with you for building my temple. And you know what Solomon asked for? He asked for more of the Lord. He asked for wisdom. You know what I'm saying? He asked the Lord, let me understand your mind. Let me understand your brain. Because that's what wisdom is. Wisdom is God's brain. It's God's way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like to define it. But it's the same way with us. Like I say, we didn't focus on the stuff. We didn't focus on pursuing the fame or the fortune or the riches, and we focused on pursuing God. And so as we pursued God, he found us faithful, and he said, I'm gonna give you the fame and the fortune and the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that comes against us because of the stuff just doesn't understand, and those are the things that they're focused on. But we've always been focused on the Lord and focused on wisdom. But you can see this this window here. Like I say, that's where that let me walk you out. That's where that patio door is gonna go. Like I said, it's a little bit closer to the edge of where the porch is gonna be than I would like, but we'll probably have, like, you know, like little chairs and couches and all that type of stuff sitting out there. Like I said, our porch is gonna be so long, so for real, the whole length. But yeah, but that was in our plans, and I almost forgot, but you know, the Lord reminded me. And so now I'm gonna hop in a rooster and pull on down to where the cattle hauler is at in the bottom pastures, and I have hay on the cattle hauler. And so I'm gonna get all that hay, like I say, moved or taken off or put somewhere just temporarily, and then so I can head out and be hooked up so I can head out in the morning. So let me just set y'all up, and I'm gonna go down here and pull this cattle hauler out the mud with old rooster, and I might have to kick it in 4-wheel drive, and then get it all unloaded and get it prepped and ready for in the morning, because I'm going to Louisiana first thing in the morning. I'm gonna try to leave, you know, first as soon as the sun comes up, because they say their warehouse opens at 9. So I'm gonna try to be there when the warehouse opens and be back here before lunchtime even hits. So let me set y'all up, see if we can get hooked up to this trailer, get it cleaned off, and get ready for it in the morning. right, y'all can see I got the cattle hauler hooked up to a rooster, and I got it pulled up here to a site where I can just kind of get a good feel for what's going on in here. And as y'all can see, we probably got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 10, 15 bales of hay. And that hay may actually help me because and y'all might let me go show y'all some measurements, because I don't know if y'all fully understood what I was talking about earlier about why I need the cattle hauler. Because you would think I would just go in Old Faithful and just put the patio door on the back. But let me show y'all the measurement of the back, because they really wanted that patio door to sit flat, because they don't want me to break the glass out by bouncing up and down, since I got to drive, you know, 2.5 hours. But if I can do this with one hand, that patio door is, I think it's 76 wide. Let me see here. All right, so if you see, I'm at the edge of the bed of the truck over there, and then over here, I'm only 65 wide. And if I pull it on out to 76, 76 will be way out here. And so the patio door will have to sit like cock-sided, and they don't really want it to sit like that. And it should be, my truck bed should be long enough, but they don't want it to sit cock-sided like that. Now, what the guy was telling me was, he said, why don't you go ahead and unload your hauling trailer? Because I told him, I said, this one will be plenty big enough to sit it down flat. But if I would have, it's a rookie mistake, because I should have went and got that patio door before I went and got all this material, because there was no rush to get this material. They weren't going to sell out of this material. Like I said, at least Lord willing, they could, I guess, if somebody like me came and bought all the LP smart siding. But they pretty much are going to have this type of stuff in stock. So I should have went with this trailer, which, if I would have went with this one, as you can see, it's 7 foot wide. You know, it's 84 inches. And so 76 would have fell right over there. And so it pretty much would have been about the same size, you know, a little bit bigger than that OSB there. But since this trailer is fully loaded with 100 panels, 50 panels of OSB and 50 panels of LP smart siding, it's like I'm not trying to unload that. And plus, like I said, I want to pull this around. So wherever I'm laying, putting siding up on the side of the house, I'm gonna pull this trailer right up beside it, and I can stand in the trailer and actually like be almost level with the top of that skirting there. Like I said, all that skirting and everything got to come off, but y'all get what I'm saying. But this cattle hauler just barely is big enough. Let's see if I can hook on to something. I'm losing probably about 2 inches over there because I'm hooked on, because I'm trying to hold it for y'all. But as you can see, I'm falling right at 71 and about 3/4. And so without being hooked on over here on that 1.5 inches over there, that's gonna be 73. Like I said, I measured it earlier. I misspoke earlier. I meant to say that the door is 72 inches wide. It's 76 inches tall, not 76 inches wide. It's 76 inches tall, and it's 72 inches wide. So this cattle hauler is measuring at 73 inches wide going this way. And so we're gonna have plenty of room, you know, going front to back, but it's gonna be tight, like right in there. You know, we're gonna have to get it right in. And this whole gate here swings open, so it shouldn't be a problem, like I said, getting it through this opening. And then hopefully we'll be able to get it in here and lay it down flat, because like I said, that's where it has its most stability at. And I'm thinking that I might be able to just fit it right here in the back, but I know the back has the most bounce. So I might want to get that door up towards the front, so it's not bouncing as much as I'm driving. But y'all kind of see what I'm saying. Like I say, the door is going to be 72 inches wide, and this cattle hauler, if I wasn't hooked on over there, it's going to be 73 inches wide. So I should have an inch, a half inch on each side, like I say, once we lay it down. And like I said, it might be some stuff in the way, but like I said, it'll be fine. We'll figure out a way to, if it's cocked up just a little bit, that'll be fine. But we really don't want it bouncing up and down. We really want to get it like, you know, braced, because the whole door is glass. You know, it's not much. I put in a picture of it for y'all, but it's not much to it other than the sliding glass. But yeah, so we got to get this hay rearranged. I about need to just gonna take it all off. I just don't know where to put it at. Like I say, our barn is pretty full. I don't want to put anything in the inside of the barn. And then underneath the barn, in the open section, it's kind of full as well. And I don't want it to be out in the weather either. So let me figure out what I want to do with this hay. Like I said, I may just restack it and bring all the hay towards the back and then open it up towards the front to where we can lay that that storm door down. And it might be a good idea to lay some of these bales of hay on top of it. Like I said, it depends on how well it's boxed up. But let me just turn y'all around, and we're gonna see if we can get this cattle hauler, all this hay rearranged.
Thought it'd be golden, crossing the line and don't look back. Think I was broken, I needed some time to clear my head.
All right, y'all, I thought I was gonna be able to make some room for it, but it's more hay on here than I thought it was. And so I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take all this hay off and just put it back on after I'm done. Like I said, I won't be gone nothing but a couple hours tomorrow. And so if the door, because it gets smaller up in this section right here, and so if the door starts here at 76, it's gonna stop here. And so I would have to clear all of this hay from here and then get it to there on back. But we still gotta have a way to get in. And that's the problem. If I take all this hay from on this side here and put it over here, we're not gonna have a way to get in. And I'm gonna have to take so much hay out to get the door in when we get ready to load it. Once I get to Louisiana, that it's just gonna be too big of a headache. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the cattle hauler and bag it on down to the barn, and then we'll unload this hay down by the barn. And then once we get back, I can get the door unloaded and put the hay back on there.
And I just wanna see you. You will never know just how much I've been missing home. 'Cause I've been sinking like a stone. Carolina, take me home. Nothing's ever really broken. I won't let you go. 'Cause I'm finding my way right back to you. Yeah, I'll find my way back to you. I think that I'm finding my way right back to you. Yeah, I think that I'm finding my way. Thought it'd be golden, crossing the line and don't look back. Sinking like a stone, Carolina, take me home. Nothing's ever really broken, and I won't let you go. 'Cause I'm finding my way right back to you. Yeah, I'll find my way back.
All right, y'all, this plan worked a whole lot better. I got all the bales of hay off. Now I just gotta get all this loose hay out of here. And the boys suggested that I give it to the pigs. And y'all can see I got this hay over here stacked up pretty nicely, and there's still a lot of hay left. Like I said, that's plenty for just supplemental feed for the rams. So let me get the hay fork and get this all scooped out, and then I just throw it in there to the pigs, and they can munch on it and lay in it and bed it and everything. right, y'all, I'm finally winding down for the day, and I'm about ready. I think I got everything done, and I'll be ready to head out in the morning. I went on here and pressure washed this cattle hauler because it still had manure on there from taking animals to processing, and I didn't even know it until I got started pressure washing it because I thought it was just a little bit, but I realized it was layers. I couldn't even see the floor, but it looks good now, and it looks brand new in here, like it looked when we first bought it. But yeah, so now we have a nice clean floor to put that door on, and like I said, hopefully it'll fit tight, that way it won't slide back and forth. And then like I said, we'll figure out some type of way to strap it down, cushion it some type of way, but it should be pretty tight, so I should be good. So but I think I'm ready to roll in the morning. I got all that done. Like I said, I'm probably trying to get out pretty early because the warehouse opens at 9. I've already paid for the door and everything to make sure they have it when I get there, because they said they couldn't hold it for me. If somebody came and bought it and I was on the way, they would have to just let me know like somebody bought it. So I went ahead and paid for it beforehand without seeing it in person. Like I said, it's not the first time we've done something like that. But yeah, so I think I'm ready to roll in the morning. So I'll just see y'all early tomorrow morning. So y'all stick around. Can't go this time, Giddy. I'm gonna leave you, bud. I know you went to Louisiana with me last time. I picked up the camper, but I'm gonna let you stay this time, okay, bud? I'll see you in a couple hours. I know you're gonna be sad. I'll see you in a couple hours, bud. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to head out. Got the trailer hooked up and everything is a full go. And I'm headed to Hammond, Louisiana to pick up a patio door that's already custom made for a mobile home, where I don't have to make too many customizations. But there's never a dull moment on the farm. I'm passing by the pond, and if he didn't go under, I'm gonna show y'all what's on the pond. Let me just go and tell y'all, it's an alligator on the pond. I just passed by, and a little alligator is just sitting there as I'm pulling out. For real. Let's see if we can get y'all to see him. Let's see, where did he go? It was a small one too, so I gotta watch out for the mama. There you go. I see him. He's right there at the edge. Yeah, I see him. I said, well, now what are you doing in my pond? Water moccasins, I can handle. A bear every now and then, I can handle. But what is this? What is that thing there? Alligator. Alligator, really? This is the second one that we've had on our pond. This is the second one since we own this property that we've had on this pond. Alligator. Crocodile, alligator. I think they're alligators in Mississippi. Freshwater. I think they call alligators when they're in freshwater. But yeah, a little alligator. For real. On the pond, just swimming around. And I gotta watch out because he's so small that you would think he'll still be with his mama. For real. So hopefully the mama not down here in the bushes somewhere. 12-foot, 20-foot alligator running around. But yeah, oh, alligator on the ponds I'm passing by. There's a turtle right there too. There's a turtle. He looking like, what's that over there? And there he goes right there. He or she. Little alligator swimming around the pond. And so I guess I'm gonna have to handle this when I get back. I gotta let Megan and the boys know. For real. Tell them watch out for the mama, because I know the boys are gonna want to come down here and see what's going on and see the alligator. But yeah. For real. Never a dull moment on the farm. But I gotta head to Louisiana, and like I said, I'll worry about that when I get back. Like the old folks say, let that coffee pot keep on whistling. For real. Just because the coffee pot start whistling don't mean you gotta run and go get it all of a sudden. Just let that thing whistle a little bit, you know, and I can handle that when I get back. All right, y'all, let's get loaded up and get on to Louisiana. We got probably about a two and a half hour drive there and about a 2.5 hour drive back. Like I said, you can tell we really want this patio door. All right, y'all, let's get loaded up and get on the road. All right, y'all, we just crossed over the Mississippi-Louisiana line, and so now we're officially in Louisiana, and we got probably about 30 more minutes on this drive. It was about a 2-hour and 10-minute drive total, and yeah, so we're making good timing. It's what time is it now? It is 9:46 right now. I think it has us getting there at about 10:20, 10:15, somewhere in that area. So yeah, stay buckled up. We're almost there, and let's see what this patio door is gonna look like. All right, y'all, I made it, and I'm gonna get in here. I think we gotta drive to another spot, to the warehouse, but I'm gonna get in here and see where we need to go, and then I'll pick y'all up when we get to the warehouse. All right, y'all, so I got everything as far as the butyl tape and the screws and everything, and I'm about to follow my brother over to the warehouse, and we're gonna get everything loaded, and we should be headed back to Mississippi for real with a patio door. So let me get loaded back up. We'll get over to the warehouse and get this door loaded. Yeah.
Let's see. Let me go get some cardboard.
Okay. Y'all doing all right? Good, good. All right, y'all, it looks like he's over here getting some boards put down. I'm YouTubing, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you want to look it up, it's I.A.G Farms.
All right.
The I.A.G stands for It's All About God.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, he's getting the boards put down so that they can have some cushion down below it. I'm hoping that it'll fit flat. That way it'll be tight in there. But like I showed y'all, it's 73 wide, and the door, the exact measurement is 72. So we're going to see if we can get it in there.
These keys right here.
Okay.
Make sure those don't fly off.
I got you.
There you go. And let's see, you should have. Don't let it fall. Yeah. And that's your other hardware there.
Okay,
so
cool.
That should be everything you need.
I got you.
And this is gonna get installed once you get the door up.
Okay.
So that's what this is gonna latch into.
I got you. Cool, cool. Yeah, looking at it, it don't look like it's gonna fit laying down flat, but
No.
we'll see.
It's gonna have to lay straight in like this.
Yeah, cause it's probably 72 right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna that lip.
Like 74.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, at least that lip is kind of flexible, so it won't break. Yeah, at least that lip is kind of flexible,
Yeah.
so it won't break on me.
Right. Yeah, and this has the J channel. You have vinyl siding now.
I'm putting on LP smart siding.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
cause what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna OSB, and then I'm gonna put that on connected to the OSB. Then I'm gonna put the LP smart siding going over that little trim there.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause it has that gap in there. For vinyl siding.
Yeah.
So they should be able to slide in there. So, but that OSB or whatever should be able to slide in there.
Yep.
Yep. All right, you ready?
Then trim around it. All right, y'all. Here it goes. It looks good. We're gonna see if it'll fit.
Drop it on TV, you know?
Oh yeah, for real.
You want to hop up there and then, or you want me to do it? Got it?
Just barely.
Where's the axe? Right here. So yeah, we'll lay it right here too.
You go all the way to the front.
Go down?
Yeah, it's not gonna weigh it down.
Oh.
Cause like I said, it'll be a little bit more room
Yes, sir.
past that door there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so keep going forward that way. Let's see if we can get it out that this little
Right
door
here?
here. Yeah, yes sir.
Okay. Got it.
It's gonna be close. Woo. You got a little bit more room over here.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's gonna lock itself in.
Tell you what.
Let's get some cardboard.
Get some cardboard
Yeah.
right here. It should be good.
I guess cool.
You can actually use that cardboard right there. It's not doing nothing.
Tim is back from his long journey all the way to Louisiana to pick up the patio door, and we are so excited to welcome him back. Me and the boys have been in homeschool just waiting and waiting for him to get back, and he's finally arrived, and we cannot wait to see this patio door. And I'm sure it looks great, but Tim is driving very, very carefully to make sure that he doesn't break it. So we're gonna just we only have a few more minutes to wait to see what this door looks like. So we're gonna just watch him pull on down the driveway very, very carefully so that he doesn't break it. Woo! Oh man, I can kind of see it. Wow. What you got in there? Cattle? Sheep?
Patio door.
Goats? Man, what you hauling?
Patio door. Man. You got 100 head of cattle in there? Nah, just bought my wife a patio door from Louisiana. Just now I was drinking this energy drink here, and look at what it says on the back of it.
What did it say?
Unleash the Ultra Beast.
Oh,
Yeah.
too funny.
Beast mode.
Beast
It's
mode.
going down. See, this is the old version. You know that this. Well, not the old version, but this is the version that we can tap into when we need to. Where I can just pop up and just drive to Louisiana.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yes.
drive back.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days. And,
Yep.
you know, that was before we had 4 kids and we were just like in it. But it's not the kids. It's just whenever the Lord dropped, let's say, let's do
time.
it. We
Yep.
get it.
It's always in us. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
That's right.
it might be sitting there dormant. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? But when it's time to unleash that beast and go in beast mode, because I was actually editing your Resurrection Ranch video last night.
Yeah.
And I was going back to some of the old footage to tie in. When we first started working on RC Resurrection Camper, who's now being built into the identity of a happy camper on Resurrection Ranch. And I saw that I put hashtag beast mode when I first started, in those videos. Yep.
That's it,
Because
y'all.
I was putting in some of the old footage, and I was gonna put beast mode on there, but it was already there from that past season. Yeah, so we just popped right back into it for real. But yeah, it was pretty hectic as far as the stress levels driving back. Not because towing the trailer or rooster, all that did good. I was just chilling. I couldn't even tell I was towing a trailer. But I was worried about this glass on this patio door.
No,
Because it was pretty smooth until I got back on these back roads back here. For real.
I can actually see it. I'm like, it's exposed, like the door. I can see the door.
Yeah. It didn't have any cardboard or anything like that on
Wrapping,
it. They just put cardboard beside it to kind of brace it.
I see.
And
Yeah.
I kind of strapped it down and kind of tucked it in and tried to get it to be still and not bounce around. So hopefully we still have an intact glass.
Let's hope so. We'll have to see.
Let's see it. Scared to look?
I know. I'm sure it's fine. I saw it a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't see any gashes or gaping.
Oh yeah.
What do you call it with the glass cracks?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, I got the strap rigged up.
Oh yeah, I see.
Don't think about this door. Don't hold itself open.
Oh yeah.
So I want to open it.
Let's get in.
Yep.
Well, it looks good from here.
See, that popped out. I guess that's supposed to do it.
Oh, I thought it was like that already, so it was up.
Yeah, that was up
Okay.
in the channel.
Okay. Well,
Hopefully that's not too
looks like we'll probably be able to just pop that back in, but the glass doesn't look. Well, what's this?
that was already there. Some type of little mark.
Okay, that's
black
like
mark.
film or
Yeah.
something. Okay. All right. As long as it's not cracked,
Exactly.
I
yeah.
think we can.
pop it back in.
Pop it back in.
Get scared.
Oh yeah. It's a high intensity level right now. It's like I had my whole script plan of what I was gonna say when you pulled up, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, you got some goats in there, sheep in there, haha, funny joke. And then I said I was gonna say something after that. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Now I'm like, is it broken? Is it? I can see it. It's like exposed.
It looks like our glass is good. That's the main thing.
Yes.
Now we got half our door popped out, so hopefully that's not a big deal, big issue.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll
It
be able
should
to
just
pop
pop
it back
back in
in.
Cause we should have flipped it the other way, cause I see that one. But anyway, now I gotta get it out and get it
Yeah,
like, see it.
but I mean, the doors are slid in, so it seems as if either way you
Yeah.
this way or that way it was gonna.
And they said that you can change it. It tells you in the instructions how to change it from left hand to right hand.
So if we wanted to
so
change.
we can change it ourselves.
Okay.
But let me figure out if I can get this thing.
I know, right?
Let's see. Now that was tight. When I was driving. Oh yeah, I remember now. The door, this door.
Oh, it had to swing. Yeah.
that's right.
Okay, I got you.
I'm just panicking about it.
I know. Me too. Me too.
Let me see if I can get this thing out.
Okay.
Two men got it in.
All right.
Let's see if one man can get it out.
All right, y'all. We're just gonna try and get this door out, and then also make sure that we can pop that sliding part back in. The main thing is that the glass isn't broken, so I'm pretty sure we'll be able to handle it from here. But I'm getting a little nervous. I know Tim is too. He drove all the way for this door, so we're hoping that it's intact. Woo! That wasn't good.
Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now.
Thank you.
Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
It's nice.
Let's get out, we can leave this city.
Oh yeah.
To the open.
Yes.
Yeah, the countryside is so pretty.
Oh yeah, for real. They'll be all on the screen.
We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life?
There we go. That's one level. We have it on the grounds of I.A.G Farm.
Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you. On the
Benjamin
road
is just
with a
like,
couple
what are
of
y'all
tunes
crazy
to
people
listen to.
doing?
Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one life. I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
All right, y'all. We're super excited to have Tim and the sliding glass door back intact. It's not cracked. It's not broken. We got, a little bit of popping back in to do, but hopefully that will be just fine. So I call this trip a super success.
It is.
Emma establishing more and more abundantly. So we're just doing more and more, establishing more and more, following the path that the Lord has for us. And by the time we're done with this, y'all, Emma will have completely been redone. Every single part will have been renewed, refreshed, redone, and restored. All right, y'all. So we're going to call it right here for today. It's I.A.G Farms.
It's all about God.
We will see y'all on the next one.